Today I'm going to use an old balloon, some poured paint, a hairdryer and some real leaves to make a beautiful hollyhock piece that you can try yourself at home. Let me take you through it step by step and stick around until the end to see the finished result. I was thinking what to do for this episode, and if you remember this painting of mine, although I got so many compliments for the color choices, yeah, I must say the colors are pretty stunning. I've got some leftover colors. Why don't we use them to create something cute? And I also wanted to revisit a technique that I haven't used for a rather long time. I want to use my old balloon. So this is the veteran balloon that I like so much, and another one. I want to use my balloons today, but I don't want to do it on a painting straight away. I want to have a go on a mat, on a silicone mat. I do have a couple of silicone mats, but this one is my favorite. Now my colors. We've got this pre-mixed acrylic, neon purple, regular purple with a touch of metallic purple in it. This with tons of white, so we've got lilac, some more nondescript pink, 2 shades of pink, and titanium white. And here we've got process magenta. I want some floral arrangement. There was one design that I made years ago. It went viral. What was it? It was hollyhock. I might actually revisit the subject. I very rarely do. There are only 2 items that I like repeating at least once a year, once in 2 years. Jellyfish, because that's how I started the channel. And the other one is the poppies, because I love painting poppies. But each poppy I tried was differently done with different techniques. Anyway, back to hollyhock. I'm going to start with the darker midsection. This one going to be in the middle. I don't even know how big I want them. We've got the light lilac. I might add a touch of this crazy color in the middle, and then white around, and see how big it's going to grow. I forgot to tell you what's in it. This mix is not as runny as the one that I use with the hairdryer. It's a bit thicker. 1 part of paint, 2 parts of floetrol, and a little bit of water. A really small amount. Okay, let's try this red one. Wow. What happens if we touch it? Okay. That means that all the paint is too runny. I need to thicken it up. I thickened my paint a little bit with my PVA glue. By the way, thank you so much for the person who a long time ago suggested using Vaseline on the edges of a jar, because I always struggled with opening. I'm very, very thankful. It does work beautifully. Maybe I'll make them a bit smaller. I think I made them too big. Lilac looks almost white now. You can position your colors any way you like. Cute. Might go again. Now I am going for a different arrangement. I think I want a little bit of this around as well. It might be a big one. Oh, that's cute. I do like this color. Sorry, I'm going to add it here. I do like it. I could do this again for a smaller one. Nice, but I think I wanted a little bit more purple. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, let's try one differently. Instead of making rings, I'm going to put everything in one puddle and see how that works. Oh. Oh, it's a pretty. They are dry. I'm curious how they will peel off. Let's just start with one. Starting with the thicker ones. Okay, the thicker ones, no issues whatsoever. Fabulous. So pretty. So pretty. I might try to cut it to shape. The lines on the design sort of guide me towards what I want to do, kind of imagining how the petals will fold. I can imagine that the ones that I made so thin are going to be a struggle. This one is fine. I strongly recommend, if you're going to do it, a little bit more paint. I was so frugal with that. Make it thicker. It's going to be so much easier. Okay, so now imagine something like this. I can adapt it a little more. Okay, so we've got one. Update on my cutting. I managed so many. See how beautifully, even the thinnest. This is so thin. Can you see how thin it is? This is thinner than silk. Cut one in half just to see. You know, one could be hidden behind another. I was going to put them away, but then I thought I'm going to make them a little bit more metallic shiny. This is, I don't think I even used it. There's like no brand. This was a very cheap metallic. I don't know what it is. This is an Arteza one. Such a pleasant job just adding a little bit of shimmer to your flowers. Canvas is ready. A long canvas, 50 by 20. Now the colors. I actually got a collection of lots of pastels. Very light colors. I think that's it. Did I have one more? Some light green. Now these are all the colors from my previous colorful flower. 90% of white in each of them. So we've got purple, tons of white. We've got magenta. It doesn't even look like magenta. There's so much white in it. Ultramarine, turquoise, purple with even more white. So that was the same color. I covered my radiator because the monster is coming. Thank you for all your love for my monster. So many of you love, especially my patrons. I'm putting these up because yes, paint will be dripping. Then I'll be collecting it, of course. I'm going to say again all the warnings about my hairdryer. I think I'm going to come up with a sign, like, you know, like the skull and the bones, instead of me saying how dangerous it is. And positioning of the colors. Oh, sometimes forget that if we have any new friends today, my mix consists of 1 part of paint, 2 parts of... Oh, I need to show you that. After the craziest outcome of my latest painting, which was the big, beautiful blue flower, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but something very interesting happened. I've decided to test whatever stuff I had for years and I never used it. I've got this pouring medium, Goya. So 1 part of paint, 2 parts of this, and water. I'll proceed with the blues. That's probably the color I would like to see the most. You can easily imagine that, I'm sure. Now, what is it? Light lilac? Yeah, let's add a little bit of this yellow. But only adding it close to the lilac. I don't want any green in my sky. Pink, why not? Oh, deeper than I thought. Pearl white, just leftover. These are all leftovers. This green is a bit dramatic, but let's put it here. I think that might go well with the sky. Before I use my hairdryer, I'm going to move the colors. Look at this. I'm doing it to make sure that I've got good coverage. Low setting. Tons of pink. Oh, very interesting background. But I do want to see more blue. I don't think I've ever made anything more pastel looking than this. So light. This would look awesome on the fabric. Imagine just for the ladies, imagine a lovely dress like this. Very, very unusual color. I'm going to, put them on for now and see how well they go with the background. Before I stick them on and before I make a final decision which ones I like the most, I'm going to do the leaves because I'll be sticking these on top. Look what I've got. I went foraging yesterday in the garden and I went to the field as well. Now they are all wet. Why? Because I kept them in water. I didn't want them to wilt. Looking at various leaves online, I can probably pull it off with any of them and proceed with these because I think the shape is best. This mix here, pale green, phthalo green and lots of white. I also added a bit of yellow ochre here. I'm really going to go a bit crazy, like as I've got so much green, I can as well put those buds towards the end. They're so characteristic. For me, they are like epitome of a homely, cozy house. I don't have any. With the prototype, I'm going to see if I like the color on the background. Maybe it's too light. Let's do it here. Moment of truth. Oh, okay, better than I thought. Yes, I'm liking it. A little bit too much paint. I'm happy with the leaves, so I'm going to experiment now. I'm going to add a little bit of blue into the green to make some leaves in the distance. Yeah, we had ultramarine. They print so well, much better than I expected. So happy with the prints. Look at them. That's what we want. We want some depth. Perfect. I know lots of them won't be even seen. That's why I need to create more. I'm trying to make something much darker and greener at the same time. I added some burnt umber. Okay, yeah, it is darker. Is it as dark as I wanted? I'm liking it. I'm liking the color. Probably got more than enough. If I need any more, look at all this. I didn't need, why did I pick so many? Oh, I will need a little bit on the top sections. I'm leaving the green like this for the purple to come later on. Maybe I should open this one. Okay, I'm playing with those. Trying to see what I like, whether I like it or not. And yes, a little bit here and there. So since I've got so many little bits, I might add them. This is so much fun. Look what I'm doing. I am adding little baby to this. Yay. Just went in. Okay, and now a little something for this one. Acrylic skins are fabulous. The amount of stuff you can do with them. My favorite way to stick acrylic skins is using acrylic paint. I'm going over the place, so if I want it here, exactly here, I am going to draw around. Then I am using white acrylic paint. Why white? Because I don't want to see the color underneath. So I don't think this green would really affect my purple, but I still need some paint, so why would I use green if I can use white? And that will give me a really nice background for my flower. But I do like those tedious jobs because I don't have to worry about anything else. At the same time, I'm wiping off the pencil marks. Of course, you can use glue. Glue is going to be perfect as well. This is my personal preference. By the way, if you don't want to draw around them, you can do this. If you don't want to paint on the background, you can paint the back of the flower. I so wish I made them thicker. It's really annoying how thin they are now. Now, once the flowers are glued, you can do whatever you want to them. For example, you can decide, oh, they are a bit too dark or too light. So look, I am adding some of the purple to the edges. I might lighten them up if I want to. I think I do want lighter edges. I find it fun. You know, you absolutely don't have to. They look good anyway. But you probably know me. I'll be adding and adding because I am kind of annoying in this way. One more thing. Hollyhock flowers got those stripy patterns and it's really important to add them. By the way, I found something amazing. Oh, I'm in love. Look at these. Are so gorgeous. Anyway, mine are a little bit different. That's fine. But I am going to add some stripy bits, like lilac here and there, because I want them to look more like hollyhock. Each one will be very different. They are poured after all, so they will look different. And then the yellow parts, because I am going to add a little bit of yellow inside, it's going to be more visible. So it's like a spider inside. It always pays off embellishing your painting. I'm so much happier now with this and the colors. Same greens, a little bit darker. I didn't make those little connections. Not everywhere. I tried here. Darken some leaves if I want to, but I didn't even bring a plate. I'm working directly on baking paper, which is fine. Touch of black underneath. I mean black with green. I think it looks better with a little bit of a shadow under the flowers. I've got some gold and a touch of white. Which way? This one is going this way. For me, I can see which way the flower opens. So for example, looking at this one, this is more folded, so the inside is going this way. That's how I see it, of course. Those little center parts, when they are yellow, they also have a little bit of a yellow, but it's not much. I think that will do. I think that the insides really made it. It looks so good with the purple. Sometimes, I must say, very rarely I feel like coating my piece with resin. I've got to cut some gloves. Always protect your surface, protect your hands, use a respirator. Okay, I need to add resin to hardener 1:1. I made a mark. I can see inside. Well, let's hope it will work. So I'm getting up to the line I drew. I can see it. It says by volume. If by volume, it's almost probably should be almost the same as by weight. 78 grams. Yeah, 1 gram. Now I'm going to combine the two elements really well by mixing for 3-4 minutes. Also make sure that your table is level, your surface is level. Really important. Start applying. Make sure you coat the edges. There we are. Please let me know what you think of this piece in the comments below. I'm also curious whether you like the pink one more or the purple one more. And if you would like me to slow down and go through everything in more detail, consider checking out my Patreon, where I upload extended versions of my tutorials each week. Don't forget to visit my website abcreativeofficial.com if you would like to own one of my original pieces. Thank you so much for watching and see you all next week.